Next, back to our saga, our ongoing saga of what the city of Chicago is having to deal with their detectives from the 90s going around throwing innocent black boys into interrogation rooms, beating the shit out of them until they, quote unquote, confess to stop getting their teeth kicked in, and then are thrown in prison for decades, and then finally come out literally decades later and have some sort of a settlement as some sort of compensation, and how the city of Chicago is not ready to, they cannot afford these millions and millions and millions of dollars of added settlements. So here is the latest in this saga. Reading here from WTTW, Chicago set to borrow $283.3 million to resolve police misconduct lawsuits. Chicago must borrow that amount of money to cover the soaring costs of lawsuits alleging Chicago police officers committed a wide range of misconduct, including wrongful convictions and improper pursuits as part of the city's 2026 budget, Mayor Brandon Johnson said. It will likely cost Chicago taxpayers approximately $52 million in interest. That's just in interest. To borrow that money and pay off during the next 5 years.
That's so unfair. That's so the victims the victims have to pay for the crimes of these police officers.
Yeah, the taxpayers, all of the city of Chicago who just like any one of us in any city have a lot of negative experiences with the police, are having to foot this giant bill, including $50 million that's just interest. That's just going to the creditors that are going to purchase these municipal bonds. The city of Chicago is going to have to issue because of them waging war on the black community for decades.
Chicago is literally going to have to put their hospitals on Klarna. Like, they're going to have to fund them shits on fucking fire department on layaway as fire department. That's insane.
Yeah, their mayor is going to be on TikTok live selling
Galaxies.
Galaxies in the chat, please.
Let's get some big being an NPC mayor. Like, why is the mayor dressed up as Spider-Man? Right
dude. So it will likely cost $52 million in interest to borrow that money and pay off during the next 5 years. Alderman Jessie Fuentes said she hoped this moment serves as a reckoning about both the financial toll and the human cost of police misconduct. Fuentes represents Humboldt Park, home to many people who contend they were framed by disgraced former CPD detective Reynaldo Guevara. We've talked about that guy a lot. Taxpayers have paid $112 million to resolve 9 cases naming Guevara. 44 cases are pending. So let's go through that sentence. So off this one detective, taxpayers in Chicago have paid $112 million with 9 cases involving this one detective. 44 are still pending. Like, what do we do with how is it possible to punish this guy? It's not enough. Like, he did so much harm and wrong. It's, I think, like, the idea of justice and accountability, literally impossible. I mean, literally impossible, unless we want to, like, send him to, like, some black site somewhere in this. I mean, it's still, that's a joke. It's still, there's no way to hold this accountable.
I mean, at this rate, it's going to be like $500 to $600 million.
Oh, yeah.
If they have to keep up this rate of payout, just one officer alone put up $500 million. $500 million. And cost the city, one cop cost the city $500 million.
Yeah. And there's basically 2. There's another one that, to my knowledge, has done even more. And neither one of them facing any jail time whatsoever.
How is this even?
Or my bad. One of them, my bad. One of them did like a short spat in jail. This guy is not yet facing any charges even. So really just insane. And it's like, it really like, it's almost philosophical. The question you ask, like, what do you do here? Like remove like the law and like municipal bonds and city budgets and taxpayers. Like, what does justice look like when these two cops have put dozens of and done it in a racist way, like targeting black neighborhoods, dozens of innocent boys in prison for decades at a time? What do you even? I mean, there's nothing to do. Like, what? Okay, the kid is out now. He's not a kid anymore.
Yeah, he's and he's fucking. This guy isn't facing any type of like ramifications for their like accountability. Nothing.
Yeah,
it's a money. Having a police department is a money hole. It's a money sink. It's like you're gonna bankrupt the city. What city will exist? Will the city even have funds to fucking paint to dye its river green every year? We don't even got green dye money anymore.
They're gonna have to dye it brown. They have to make it look like shit.
Thanks, officer. Like, it's just what the fuck? They're gonna have to sell the team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to do. Like, I haven't seen any. All of my opinions I get. I just I take from smart people, and this I haven't seen any like writing on this on what is the solution here. Dude. I'm just an idiot on a podcast, but I guess just like the federal government should come in. I don't know, but to me the federal government has pretty much infinite resources. Like, this should be the feds should come in rather than like the city of Chicago. Like, they need schools, they need hospitals, they need infrastructure repairs. All this money is going to try to serve some sort of justice for the actions of these two cops in the 80s and 90s who were just like running amok. Like, it just seems, it's insane. It is insane.
I'm laughing because you said the federal government should come into Chicago. It's like, nigga, the federal government has come into Chicago, and they're using.
I don't mean boots on the ground.
They're using the Ronaldo Guevara playbook right now.
I mean their money. Okay,
they came all right. They fucking niggas up like Ronaldo.
Yeah, take some of the missiles going into honing in on individual children in Gaza and cash those in and give it to Chicago.
But your point is 100% because it's like Baltimore spent they put money into the first off, Chicago is one of the most segregated racist cities in the world. They literally raised the socioeconomic ladder up out of the like black communities so niggas could so they can just build a fucking crime pot just so they can create a underbelly of fucking crime. That's just
that's the two options. Very simply, either social services or jails for economically like that. You got to take care of that problem somehow. You can't ignore it. So the other solution is jail. That's what they've chosen.
Baltimore has just look up what's going on in Baltimore. They've like decreased their crime rates like dramatically simply by bringing in programs that help disaffected and kids who are like potentially on the pathway to crime get on their feet and steer them away from that. And it's literally brought their crime rates down. Chicago should be doing something similar, but they can't even put money into the community because these niggas putting up fucking Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
They're putting in extra shifts at their job because they got to pay off these debts.
Got our Uber Eats and shit to pay off this nigga's 90s debt. Cops.
How about it comes from the fucking police budget? Like, I haven't heard any conversation about that.
Because clearly, I mean, if you just look at it, the police union. First off, the police in Chicago are evil and powerful, like especially under Rahm Emanuel. Oh my God, the nigga used to have like when we talk about secret prisons and shit, like they were a violent force, are a violent force in Chicago, and it's just I see the police union protecting all these cops. That's like there's no way. It has to be the police union protecting these dudes because if y'all are saying what he's done is wrong, well. You don't want to look. We don't want any internal affairs investigating and seeing how that's actually just rampant. And the culture of Chicago policing is he's probably just living out the Chicago policing culture, probably to a heightened extent. But I
just Googled it. Chicago Police's annual budget apparently about $200 million. So easily, just take that budget for a year. Tell them to figure it out. Raise yourselves up from your bootstraps. Take care of these settlements, and see how the city of Chicago does for a year without the police. Maybe the results could be interesting.